Hi everyone, my name is Kameron, and today we're back on another book review, and I'm doing Sam Walton, Made in America, and I have another online class today, so I'm going to be gone soon, but our lives have changed a lot because this new virus is kind of destructive, and now I'm not really used to it, but I think it's also kind of fun. Because I get to spend more time with my family, and I also am able to in a way kind of focus better. Cause I feel like when I'm at home I get more work done, but I sleep in more, so it kind of makes up for it. And every morning I try to go exercise, like play tennis or something, really early in the morning before anyone else does. And I'm up again, and I try to do it before anyone else gets up. So that if we go to the tennis courts, no one's going to be there. So, now we're back on to Sam Walton, and I found out that he has this, at the very beginning, he created something called an estate plan, and, it's pretty much where, you just get someone to, or a lawyer or something to set up it for you, pay a few thousand, and he did it at the very beginning. And the reason why he did it was so that he had to be able to dream big to do it, because you only should do it if you dream big. Where if you don't so that when he becomes successful, which he doesn't know yet, but he's highly confident about, he will be able to pass down his legacy to his children and not have little to no taxes. Usually the tax is 40% of what you have, which is a lot. Because if you have 70 billion, you only have 40 billion. That's kind of sad.
Half of it.
No, yeah. So it's really sad. The government takes away a little too much. 40% is a lot. It should be 2%, like what they do to our sales tax, kind of like that.
Yeah, the government make most money from estate tax.
Mm-hmm. So, but if you pay for the estate plan, but you still didn't do too good, meaning that means you lost a few thousand. But if you get it and you do good, you gain half of all you have. So, yeah. Now, that's pretty much what he did, and that's why he's able to pass down his legacy to his children. And also, I heard something where you have to have a safety net. You should have savings enough so that you'd be able to go on for around 6 months. And I think my mom does that too. Yeah, you have it right, like an emergency one, or if you lose your job or something, you'll be able to have 6 months of rest and good stuff. So while you could search for a job, and it's good because it's a safety net. And if as money increases, you have to keep on adding money to it. Because if you move to a different house, your house levels up, and then your monthly payment, your house payment would be an extra few hundred or maybe an extra thousand. Then you had to increase your emergency budget because it'll be outdated. And you also have to add every once in a while to meet up for inflation in case you don't go broke until 20 years later.
Right. In this situation, a lot of people lose their job. If they have emergency saving, they wouldn't go crazy and blame on other people, and then they will be have 6 months of surviving, Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so I found this new calculator where it could turn inflation, so that I would now know how much something is. So if I were to put up 14 cents in 1940, 27 cents for the toothpaste, I want to see how much that would be in today's money. So it should be really fast. Alright. So, okay. So if you get, oh, by the way, so, he passed away he made 78 million a year on 30 something businesses. 27 businesses in one of these. 78 million a year in 1972. So I'm going to find out how much that was. Now it turned to 489 million today's money. So time to turn in the toothpaste, which is 0.27 in 1940. 1947, something like that, it would be $3.18 for a bottle of toothpaste. I'm not sure, it might have been longer ago, but $3 is a lot for toothpaste. But I guess at the time he said that was the cheapest there was. So, yeah, that's just some cool thing I found to match up for how much he has. And I also calculated his net worth, but I'm going to get into that later. It was $3 billion when he died, and if you calculate today's money...
Check right now, $1 million in 1940. Because when you make $1 million in 1940, it's a lot. That's what people want to do. But now it's nothing right now. But right now, what is the equivalent to nowadays that you need to make? That's like $1 million in the past.
You need to get 18 million.
18 million, yes. That's considered wealthy.
18,800,000, 824,000.
It's not 1 million anymore.
Yeah. So, but $1 million in 1940. $1 million was a lot in like 1980.
1940, $1 million is a big deal.
1940 was like World War II.
But now $1 million is nothing.
Okay. 1980, that's when $1 million was considered a lot. Now you have to earn $3 million. That's more reasonable.
Okay.
So, yeah. So now apparently, like, heard his net worth when he died was like $3 billion, and if you calculate today's money, it'd be close to like 20-something billion. Or no, I had to figure that up again. I forgot when he died though. I think it was like 19
money
something.
Yeah.
So we left off. I don't know how the sticky note disappeared out of nowhere. Did you add it?
Yeah.
But that's pretty much where I left off. And so last time we talked about several times a year, most stores would have a big sidewalk promotion. Those old days, they would have a lot of merchandise on the sidewalks as they saw in the store, meaning that like in the old days, like a really long time ago, apparently like most stores like a sidewalk promotion. Well, I don't think I see anymore, where you have like these booths in the middle of the street, and I think that's in like different areas, maybe not here, maybe like somewhere else, but well, it was a really long time ago too, but they would have these booths in the middle of the street promoting their business, like Walmart, go to Walmart, and then they'd have all these flyers and these samples. I'm not sure about samples, but like samples and some merchandise that you're going to sell there. And some occasions, since like you're like more open and you're known, yes, it can screw up if someone tries to mess up your business, like they might kick it or something. But then again, you're more open, meaning it's kind of like going public. If you're going to the sidewalk, it's kind of literally going public.
Yeah, you want to get traffic.
Yeah, you want to get traffic. You're get exposed to more people, but there's some downsides to it. And yeah, they pretty much showed.
What are the downsides to it?
I'm not even sure. What was the downsides of going public last time?
Oh, you mean the share public? Oh, other people have control over your business, have say to your business. That's why you want to have like private, keep your company private, so you have 100% decision making in your business.
Does that go the same thing for going outside?
No, it's different.
Oh, different.
It's different.
Well, it's kind of like you get exposed to more people, but I was reading the book upside down the whole time. Okay, all right. Let's just like go on to here. So right here it says, the faster we grew, the further behind. Okay. So the faster we grew, the further behind we fell. They were always behind the distribution and never opened a warehouse. I think you would open a warehouse if you wanted to store your goods and all that. But for some reason they said they didn't have that. And they say that the faster you grew, the further behind they fell. And they said they were always behind the distribution, which means they're probably behind in distribution, meaning they give out.
Yeah, distribute, yeah. Because they're not ready for expansion. They expand so fast that they're not ready to manage everything. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that kind of makes some sense. Like, you pop too much stores in and it's too much to handle.
Yeah.
But like, is it better to go too small or too big?
It's better to go big, but it's better for you to plan ahead too.
Yeah, because if you go too small, like kind of like a house. Mm-hmm. If you go too small, you're gonna move out and you're gonna buy another house that might be too big later on. But if you buy it too big, then like you're one person, you go buy like an 8-bedroom house, and like you're overbuying. Mm-hmm. And but in some ways, if you're going to like go big, then I guess
business is different than house. Different.
Yeah, kind of different. But like,
yeah.
business, it's better to go big than to go small, because if you go small, then you gain less money, but you take less risk.
If you go big, make sure you can handle it.
Yeah, if you go big, there's bigger of everything. Bigger risk, because you could lose more money if you put more money on the line. Because if you buy a ton of bulk and no one buys it, then that's big risk, but it's big money too if they do buy it.
So you need to like hire more people to come and help you manage.
Yeah, some people like to play it safe, some people like to play it risky, but the millionaires, or not millionaires, but billionaires out there, I think they love to play risk a lot more than safety, because just look at Warren Buffett. He's risking everything on the stock market, but he knows how to do it, so he's not risking as much, but still some risk. Like, would you rather take no risk and earn like barely anything, or take big risk and earn a lot or lose a lot?
Manage risk.
Yeah, manage. We have somewhat safe, but some risk, and also so that you could grow a lot, but you're not too small. That's kind of hard to like explain.
Yeah, you have to take risk, but not to the point where you can't control it. You know.
Yeah. So make sure you could handle whatever you do. Like it's kind of like what my dad tells me. If you want to put food on your plate, at least finish it. You do to handle it, kinda.
That my teach different. Mine say it depends on where you're at. In America, you have a lot of food to eat. You don't have to finish all your plate, the one that you don't like to eat. You know, eat all the good one, throw all the bad one.
Yeah, my dad just
Unless you're in Africa, you don't have a lot of food to eat, and next day you won't have anything to eat. You'll be hungry. Make sure you finish all your food and be full today.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm not sure about like his kids, like Sam Walton and his kids. Do you think that if they were born to like a different parent that was like not as treating well as Sam Walton, do you think they'd still become successful?
Sam Walton?
Do you think that his kids, like Rob, Alice, and that's the only guys I know because like their name sounds good, but do you think if the dad wasn't Sam Walton, they'd still be successful?
We don't know, you know. But of course, with the dad help, it helps them out a lot.
Yeah, because like
maybe not all of them will be successful. Maybe half and half, you know. But they got some of his gene, the smart gene, but then half and half, because it has to do with timing, luck too.
Yeah. So but I'm not sure if Sam Walton would be a good parent. He is
a good parent
because he's somewhat strict because he expects like last time we talked about he didn't care if you get a B, but like he makes it so that he doesn't stress out their kids too much
because he knows that education is not important. He have a business to pass down for the kids.
But he doesn't have that much time to spend with his kids because he's too into buying a bunch of stores, so that later on he'd be able to spend time with his kids like 20 years ago, no, like 30 years ago, he'd be able to.
Well, so, education will not make you rich, you know.
Yeah, applying.
Yeah.
And also, education doesn't really matter as long as you use it. It's okay.
Just make education. Make sure you have a house, a shelter. You won't be sleeping on the street. That's it.
Yeah. School, it teaches you how to get a job and how to not become homeless and how to not become rich. Because school, whenever you hear the stories about the rich people, they always like talk bad stuff, saying all rich people are greedy in the books. But like in reality, like they're actually really nice.
Yeah, so, they give back.
Yeah, they give back. It's like the Bill Gates.
But they know when to give.
Yeah.
You know, when they make it, then they give.
So as your income increases, you could give more. If you're like small, you could give a little. As you get bigger, you give a little more. So that like you kind of meet of like what you're getting and what you're giving away. So it's kind of evened out. So, all right. I just want to skip this part. So, they also mentioned something about how they didn't have much competition, and not in the discounting section, because like, if you, when they went to small areas, people weren't too interested in discounting, because like, I'm not even sure why. They just said that they weren't interested in discounting. But I guess whatever you put in front of people, they'll like, it's more open, because they got a lot of sales on the sidewalk because people got to see it. You get sales on the on the side. The stores, the ones on the outside, or the ones people see. Those are the ones that get bought more. The ones that are inside, they don't really get seen as much, and they might not get bought more. So whatever you put out, make sure it's good. Because if it's bad and you put it out there, then you got a little bit of a problem. Because people might not be interested to go what's inside if they don't see what's on the outside. So, alright, let's go here. It says that it was one big problem that was I mentioned how the faster they grew, further behind the distribution went. It said it was a big problem, that one that worried them a lot, because they said that they looked over like these people who were into the discounting drug business up in Missouri. I think that means that they looked up to some people. Like, when you're not doing too good, you should look up to someone. Because if you need help, then take it if it's there. Because take advantage of what you got.
Yeah,
and
you take advice from someone who more experienced than you that walked the same path.
Yeah, and try to get a lot of information out of it. Make sure you get it worth it. And attend what you have, and take your opportunities. If you have a class and you know it's going to help you, then take it. Don't wait until later, because I might not be there later. Like my dad says, take the opportunity when you have it. But usually he says that whenever he wants me to do something for him. He's like, hey, do this work for me. I'm like, no, take the opportunity. And I was like, what opportunity? Opportunity to do my work. And I'm like, okay, fine. I don't know, opportunity just sounds like something I'm going to do. It's like, the way they word it, no prices every day. It sounds just so good. That's why you go to Walmart.
You can't say no to opportunity.
Yeah, no matter what opportunity, I feel like I'll just go for it. Even if it's not that good, even if it's...
That's why you have to judge. Not every opportunity are good. They say opportunity, but not your opportunity, okay? Their opportunity. So you have to know when to filter things that's good and bad out.
And my mom mentioned something about how you have to pay off your good debts first and not bad debts. And she's teaching me about debts right now. And so I figured out that if you pay your good debts first, then the people who are trying to, if you, let's say you got, a good deal off it, and then you stole them money for the deal you got, then you should pay it off, because they gave you a really good deal. And if you don't pay it off, then they will not give you a good deal next time. But if you find a bad debt, like you're buying, a really expensive purse or something, or, overpriced jacket, then you don't need to pay it off right away. You pay your good debts off first, because you only pay the debts off that will get you more than what you paid for. Because if you don't pay off the bad debts, what are they going to do? They're just gonna not sell you any more expensive jackets, or they might come for you and maybe beat you up. But if they do that, then pay them off, or just call the cops. But actually you can't, because you owe them money. But still, just pay off your good debts first. And she also told me that you use your good debts on credit cards or a card like plastic chips, but you pay off or if you buy bad stuff, not necessarily bad stuff. Bad stuff is things you don't need, wants, not needs. And it would probably be a super big house, or a really soft mattress. You don't need a super soft mattress. You get a regular mattress and you'll be fine. Those are bad debts just because you want them, and you pay off them with cash, because usually you shouldn't have as much. And you have less cash than you have credit, because usually that's how it works. You might have 10,000 in your credit card, but you might not have 10,000 in cash. So you should have less bad debts too. So you should do that. And usually the good debts are more expensive, because if you're buying a really expensive business or something, it's usually a lot, and you can't pay it in cash. You can't really pay 100,000 in cash. You have to pay it in credit, or just debit.
The reason why you want to pay bad debts in cash, because you're not supposed to overspend. Whatever you have, then you spend. If not, if you don't have enough cash, don't go over it.
You only go over if you have bad.
You don't borrow money to buy bad debts.
You borrow money to get good debts.
Yeah.
So do you think using a debit card is good?
Debit card is just cash.
It's practically cash.
Mm-hmm.
So can you use a debit card on good debts or bad debts?
Debit cards on bad debts. Credit
What
card
if
on
you don't
good
have any
debts.
bad debts? Then you can use it on good.
That's good. If you don't have any bad debt, that's even good. That's better. You're not supposed to have bad debts. But sometimes you just want to
Sometimes you just do.
yeah, you can't control yourself. You buy bad debts. Make sure you don't go over the money that you actually have.
And also, by the
Don't
way,
borrow money to buy bad
eating
debts.
out is it could be a good or bad debt, because it's a bad debt if you just eat out at a really expensive restaurant just because you're hungry or if it tastes good. That's when it's a bad debt. It's a good debt if you're talking about business to someone and you're just trying to like network and stuff. My mom told me that you'd be able to write off for some money and might get like 20 or 50%, and that will help you because it's like half the price. I mean, who doesn't want half the money? If like half a house price, that's a lot. So, yeah. All right. It says that by the way, I don't know, they mentioned something about their managers and how they have these the managers where in order to become like a manager of one of the stores, you need to have at least like 10 years of experience, which is a lot. It's like if that was 10 years, if I worked for 10 years, that'd be 2, like minus 10 of my age. But yeah, 10 years is just a lot. It expected a lot of the managers because you need a college experience manager. You hire employees or people that do the dirty work that are not college experienced, that you pay less. If you want to pay more, make sure you get a good person, like a really good manager. You don't hire a non-degree manager. You need a good person to manage your store, because one or two bad ones, someone could probably sue your company or something, and you could lose everything. If your manager just screws up and they punch a customer, and when they get mad, then they could sue you. So make sure you get like someone that's actually good. And they say that if an employee is lacking, if the employee is lacking like talent or something, but they do have like a desire, like they really want to work for you, they're willing to do whatever it takes, then he says that will make up for the lack of skill. Because the reason why he hires unexperienced people, because they're more likely to work, and they're more desperate kinda, and then they'll be the person who will volunteer to do your job first. And even though they may not be as experienced, they will still it will make up with the fact that they will do anything. So it depends on what you need. If you need a college experience, then get someone for a high position. If you want a non-college experience, then you get from a low position. But then again, college doesn't really matter either, because just look at Steve Jobs. He dropped out, but eventually came back. Did he come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came back later. So
because college degree people, they don't want to wash the toilet. It's too low job for them.
If you're getting a plumber, then yeah, I think there's a plumbing school, but there's like, I suggest getting like a less experienced person, but I think you need an experienced plumber so that they don't destroy your faucet.
Yeah.
So yeah, plumbing's different.
It's different.
Like a
Cleaning
janitor or something.
Yeah, cleaning is different.
Then they might have a degree, but like it doesn't really matter.
Janitor
If you compare a degree person and a non-degree person, it doesn't really matter who you choose. One guy's more expensive, one guy is less. Just take the less. Because like it's not like you're gonna be smart in cleaning. Yeah, you might have to know how to clean, but that's it. Everyone knows how to clean. I could like clean a doorknob. I made my own soap for no reason. Right here. Well, what time is it?
Keep on going. The alarm will go on.
Alright. So it says that like pretty much what he does is he kind of like hires like the people who he needs, and like he finds someone good that kind of take advantage of them. No, not take advantage of them, but like if they're willing to do something, to let them do it. Like if someone's good, then not you can't take advantage of a person, but in a way you kind of need to like hire them, someone that's good or helpful to the company. And also I found out that Bud was actually his brother, not his business partner. I mean, he was his business partner. It's Bud Walton, his brother. I don't even know about Sam Walton's dad. Who is his dad?
They don't talk about him.
He doesn't mention his dad much. All he mentions was that Sam Walton was the person who would kind of like volunteer a lot. Like if they like a newspaper contest, pass up the most newspapers, he would be like you get $10 in like 1950. Actually, I kind of calculate how much $10 was, but I'll do that later. So
He's very competitive.
yeah, it was really competitive. He loved to like compete, but he does have competition. He always takes. I remember somewhere in the book he mentioned something about how yes, he did not have that much competition discounting, but he was not unfamiliar to competition. Whenever he always had like these companies next to him, not the Ben Franklin, but I'm not sure what it was. It was Kmart and some other stores, but whatever the store was, he usually like copied them. Like he just kind of copied what they did and improved on it because they copy from you. I'm pretty sure if you have a business or something, I'm pretty sure your competitors have copied from you before. That's why you need to copy from them back.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's copied before. You've copied what someone does. You copy a YouTuber. You copy what this guy does in the book. You copy somebody. And if you don't want to copy, then what are you going to do? So everyone's done something before. You're not going to copy someone by starting a business. Yeah, you wanted to copy someone. Maybe your friend started a business and did good. Then you should start your own. But, so, yeah, you need a copy if you really have to.
Shortcut. Yeah,
Shortcut.
If you don't want to start from scratch.
Yeah, you don't really have to start from scratch. As long as you know how to get there, then it's okay if you waste your time. But, if you copy, make sure you memorize the way. Let's say you're racing like 10 people, and one guy knows a shortcut, and you're looking at him, and he's like, and you're like, I don't want to take the shortcut. Like, what do you mean? Do you want to win the race or not? So you have to take the shortcut. But you find the shortcut, make sure you improve on the shortcut and make it even shorter. You find another way around it. So, yeah, someone's copied from me before, and that's why Sam Walton has to copy from places like Kmart. And I'm pretty sure he's measured a lot of floors before. I'm pretty sure he got arrested before too. I think I've heard that. So, he got arrested because they thought he was a homeless man who was measuring the floor. He was really just like measuring the floor of some stores.
He would do anything. He would crawl.
He would do anything to win.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say he's desperate, but
he's ambitious.
He's ambitious. He always tries to start whenever he can. So. If you're ambitious, then don't let someone slow you down, because as I mentioned last time, some people try to slow him down before, like Helen.
You won't repeat. Okay,
yeah, like Helen Walton tried to slow him down, and the kids tried to slow him down, but he's not going to listen to them. They were like, Daddy, you opened too much stores, you're getting into too much debt. And he was like, at least I'm getting into some good debt. And he ended up opening a ton of stores. I remember there was this chart. But by around 1980, he had around like 100 something stores. But yeah, he had a lot of stores, and he doesn't really care. As long as they make money, he's fine with it. Now let me find that part. Yeah, right here. So, alright, back here it says that, okay, wait, I can't remember. Okay, here's where it was.
You have class now.
Alright, I have a class. So yeah, just like take advantage of what you have and just be grateful during the season. Don't waste your food because one day you might run out. As long as the outbreak goes, and you need to like conserve a lot. So like stay clean out there and stay safe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye for now.